We have kind of a shuffling of meteorologists with
That's right.
our schedule for the time being, but no complaints. It's always very fun. Good to get some new life in here, and of course we have Cam. Was the weekend good? You work on the weekend.
I do. I work weekend mornings, but I always find time to squeeze everything in. Like I was down in Boston on Friday night, and then Saturday. It was fun. It was a fun weekend.
More than what I was up to. Okay, well, let's get straight into weather.
Yes, we're being rushed into weather. So let's talk about the chilly temperatures we've got out there. Wind chills are very cold. Of course, the breeze has been the big story through the day today. Feels like 25 right now in Portland. Feels like 31 in Lewiston. Look at Rangeley. Feels like 11 degrees there. And unlike last Tuesday when I was doing Private 9, no northern lights out there tonight. So yeah, I don't always bring those. Sorry to disappoint. So let's take a look at our radar. You can see we've got a couple flurries up in the mountains. Otherwise, the snow that we've been tracking for the past couple days, that's really moving on out of here. It is really a lot quieter, and it will remain that way as we head through the rest of the night and into tomorrow. Looks like a much nicer day on the way for Tuesday, and especially Wednesday and Thursday. Current temperatures are mostly above freezing. As I mentioned, those wind chills are the real factor, though, as those breezy winds do continue. For tonight, lows getting down well into the 20s. 26 in Portland will be 22 tonight, and Rangeley will be well into the 20s as well, up into northern Maine. So be prepared for a cold start on your Tuesday morning. Definitely going to need the winter gear for tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, it's a chilly but sunny day. In all regards, it's a pretty nice one. Just still dealing with that breeze out there into the afternoon. Highs get into the lower 40s for the most part on Tuesday. But again, a lot of sunshine tomorrow. I think that will make a big difference when compared to today. So for tomorrow afternoon, 42 for the high in Portland, will be 41 in Lewiston, 40 in Augusta. Look at the mountains, not even cracking freezing tomorrow afternoon, only around 30 degrees there. Northern Maine, a little warmer into the mid 30s, but still all that snow we got, upwards of 10 inches in some parts of the county. That will not be melting with those chilly temperatures sticking around for tomorrow. So let's talk winds. That's been a huge factor today. You definitely notice that. Tomorrow it will also be quite windy, but notice that trend, the line going down there with the wind gusts. Yeah, things will be calming down gradually as we head through the day. So we'll start pretty blustery in the morning. I think by the time we get to sunset in the late afternoon and evening, it will be improving quite a bit. So not feeling quite as chilly as we get into the afternoon. Let's talk about sky conditions. As I mentioned, clear skies are really expected to run the show tomorrow. Going to be a beautifully sunny day, just going to be quite windy. If you want the version of that without the wind, we basically get that on Wednesday. Another cold start Wednesday morning down in the 20s. Wednesday afternoon will be sunny. Very similar temperatures, though, remaining below average in the low 40s, but with a lot less wind out there on Wednesday. And then by Thursday, we will see a little bit more cloud cover, but it will still be a bit chilly. You can see our temperature trend here. I'm not seeing a whole lot of a warm up anywhere soon, although Friday does look to be closer to average at least, which is 48 degrees. Mostly, though, it's pretty chilly through the next 7 days with our lows, or our highs, I should say, into the 40s. So for Wednesday, looking nice and sunny as we break down here what is expected for the rest of the week. Thursday should have a good amount of sun as well. Both days pretty chilly. Friday, we've been watching the potential for a storm system to move in. Does not look like much at this point. Some scattered rain or mountain snow showers, maybe a couple snow showers in northern Maine as well. Not expected to be a big deal at this point, though, so pretty quiet in the extended forecast. That does not include the marine forecast, which remains pretty choppy. 3 to 5 foot seas. We've got gale warnings in place until tonight. So here's a look at our 7-day. Yeah, not a day warmer than 44 degrees, which is Friday away from the coastline. Beyond that, the weekend looks chilly, but quiet. Highs in the 40s, lows down into the 20s with a good amount of sun, and pretty quiet to start next week as well. And along the coast, we might get a little bit of a warm up on Friday with the chance for some showers, but it looks pretty chilly. So even by November standards, Bailey, it is a little unusually cool for Maine.
Interesting.
So coming from Florida, it's not, I get it.
It's a big change.
Yes.
You mentioned earlier, or I think maybe you mentioned it to Ryan, and Ryan told me, we had a 70-something day in November last year.
Yes, I remember this really well. It was the day after Election Day, and it was almost 80 degrees in Portland. I think it was like November 6th or 7th or something like that.
That is very weird.
Very strange. It was a very mild November last year, so kind of goes to show we can get anything here this month, 2 degrees below average.
And now we're in the consistent weather.
That's right. It's a little unusual to have so much consistency this time of year.
All right, we will see you later.
That's right.